In today's society, the most breached and ignored part of our lives is privacy. And I'm saying this because we've seen so many people go to the most extreme extents to include strangers into their own private lives. Today, that is what we are going to be talking about. And let's be honest, everyone shares something with someone. And it's not my business to tell you whom you are going to share your secrets with and what you are going to share with them. Mine is to share with you why you need to keep your private life private, and also how you are going to do that. What you choose to share with and with whom you choose to share it with, it's up to you. But if you are gonna kiss and tell, you are gonna need to do so with so much consideration and a lot of care. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Let's talk about why you need to keep your private life private in the first place. Talk of control over your own life. What we don't know about you, we cannot tamper with. And unless you let us in your business, we are not aware, we are not going to be aware of what your life looks like, what your businesses are. And the first thing is autonomy. And what is autonomy? Autonomy is a state of self-governance. You being able to make decisions and act in accordance to your personal decisions and motives without the influence of a third party, without the influence of somebody else. When you put your life private, you are able to make decisions, set goals, and be responsible and act in accordance to what you desire. You are able to maintain full focus. And remember, what we don't know as your audience, if you are a creator in this case, or as your followers, we cannot tamper with unless you allow us to have our noses in your businesses. Self-reflection and personal growth. Do you ever sit down and ask yourself, why is it that most of the people nowadays have lost their sense of self? They are depressed, they feel so lost. And what is the cause of all this? What is it that is behind all these emotions? It's because people don't have the time, and they feel like they don't have the will to make decisions, to have a moment and self-discover. They have lost their focus into what they want in the first place because they have allowed other people to be so much in their lives. There's so many noises and so many people are included in the kind of lifestyle that they live. And you might say, I post and I don't feel the pressure. I don't feel like it has caught up with me. One of the ways I am going to ask you to take note of so that you can realize that you are influenced by 1 or 2, 3 voices from your followers is I want you to take the time and observe how you talk, how you behave, the behaviors, the things that you are currently doing, the things that you own as a person, some of the decisions you've already made or you are about to make, you tapped into from social media. Because most of the people assume in this case, well, I am not a creator, so it doesn't matter, it doesn't relate to me. Let me burst your bubble. We are in this together. You don't have to be a creator, you don't have to be an influencer for you to be influenced by social media. You only need to post 2, 3 things about you and people are already meddling because you, in the reality, you're the person that allowed us to be in your business. You don't have to put your life under the scrutiny of the public. We don't need to know your business. It's okay to be online, but to have a private life so that you are able to concentrate, you are able to take full responsibility, you are able to maintain full focus, you are able to self-discover and have an introspective moment so that you can grow as a person. This also enables you to not be distracted or discouraged by comparing yourself to other people. The next reason why you need to keep your life private is intimacy and trust. If we go to a place with my friends and every detail in that day, in that event, in that occasion is showcased somewhere in one of the social media platforms, I'm gonna lose trust with them. Our intimate bonds are going to be weakened and probably even broken. But if you put that boundary that we can go to a certain place, we can attend a certain event, take lots of pictures, not to share that online, only for us to relive that moment later on. I want to go to a place with my friends and be living that moment at that specific time. I don't want to be so distracted by taking pictures and videos and capturing every moment so that I can post for whatever reason, only for me to come and relive that moment when the event is done. I do not want to be in such kind of a relationship. And in as much as I want my friends to owe me that, I also am going to owe them that. By being private, you are going to avoid overexposure, which can diminish the mystery and intrigue that keeps your personal relationships exciting. Let us not share everything, at least to the public. Some things are not meant to be shared with everyone. The outside energies, it's something to be so serious about, and take care of yourself from that. So let us not break potential and long-lasting relationships simply because we cannot keep intimate moments intimate. The next reason why you need to keep your private life private is emotional well-being. Do you know what you are consistently inviting into your life every time you're sharing your private life to the social media? Jealousy, trolling, unnecessary pressure, judgment, criticism, and unwanted compliments. How about you surround yourself with a strong support system that when you feel like you want to share so bad, you have this one friend that you give a call, or you can visit them and you can let your heart out, all of it, without worry, without caring, without wondering, because you are scared that, oh, they might go out there and share. How about you learn to put your phone away when you feel like you want to share so bad? How about you just put your phone away? Take a moment to rethink that action. Have respect for your personal life and value it. I keep on saying boundaries are not bound to only other people and not yourself. You need to have boundaries with yourself. And I feel like that is one boundary that you should have with yourself. Have an aspect of your life that you have made a boundary. You cannot cross it at any given point. And you see people posting some of the most intimate things, and when they start getting trolled, they start crying and acting all surprised. But in the real sense, they invited the devil in their home. You don't want to be that person. How about you just have that boundary with yourself? Decide today, right now, at this moment, that you are not going to share some things with anyone on the internet. And on the list, the last point on why we need to keep our lives private is limited social comparison. Guess where feelings of inadequacy comes from? Guess where self-doubt comes from? Guess where FOMO comes from? Guess where anxiety, depression comes from? They come from repeatedly comparing ourselves with other people that we don't know but we are seeing online. People that just picked a segment of their life and made a reel about it. They showcased these perfectly curated highlights of their life. And now you are doubting yourself. You don't believe you have what it takes because of what they just posted. Look at how much you put yourself into unnecessary scrutiny from exposing yourself to the public. And let me tell you why we post. Whether you like it or not, we post to get a reaction. We want to be appreciated. We want people to upload us. We want to feel celebrated. We want to make others feel jealous. We want revenge. There are so many reasons, but the one word that summarizes why we post is validation. Validation of any sort. We want to get a reaction. And whether you feel like, I don't do that because that's what I want, you're lying to yourself. And when you are repeatedly showcasing things and parts of your life to the public, you are either expecting likes, and it's because you equate likes with love. You feel like if 1,000 people liked my picture, oh, it means they love me. I am loved. It means if somebody said congratulations, they are celebrating me. They are happy for me. It means if someone viewed something that I said or a picture of me flying, and it's someone that you feel like they are your enemy, for you it validates you and makes you feel like That's the perfect revenge. Oh, I have made them jealous. All this for what? All this for what? Ask yourself, like seriously, ask yourself, why do you even need this? For what? Heal so that you don't live a life of hurting others knowingly or unknowingly because you're just unhealed. Is it love you're looking for? Find ways to give love to yourself. Is it revenge you're looking for? Get back to thyself and heal that part. Forgive them. Forgive yourself. Move on. Is it validation of any kind you're looking for? Give that validation to yourself. So when you are not showcasing your private life, your life to the public, you are able to have limited, reduced social comparison. And now that we've talked about why we need to keep our lives private, let's talk of some of the ways we can keep our lives private. How do we keep our lives private? And the first one on the list is going to be being careful about who you choose to be your confidant. We have different girlfriends for different purposes in our lives. But one thing you need to understand is that your excellent shopping buddy could still have a big mouth. And believe it or not, sometimes the best way for close friends to remain close is to not tell each other everything about their personal lives. And I know somebody is already asking, come on, if we are best friends, if this has been my shopping buddy for the last 5 years, how are you gonna tell me not to share everything about my life? They don't need to know. They love you whether you tell them or not. If they genuinely love you, they're gonna love you whether you tell them or not. And sometimes you don't have to give them into details. You can tell them, yes, I'm seeing someone and we are doing so good. It's a promising relationship. You don't have to go into details. You don't have to do that. I'm also gonna say this. Sometimes, even the bestest friend that you think they are your bestest friend, they are your greatest enemy. I think we all know this, but it's a reminder. That one babe that you've been together since you were born, that could be the person that is most jealous of you, that is most envious of you, that is behind so many painful things that you go through and you don't even know. Your prayer buddy doesn't have to know every other thing about you. You can put a boundary and speak it confidently. Tell them, I am not comfortable talking about my romantic relationship with you. Your financial goals buddy doesn't have to know about your prayer life. And I'm not saying that this is the case. These are examples that I'm giving you. Put boundaries with your friends. Someone asks you something about something that you're not comfortable to share with them, outright. Tell them, I would respect if we don't talk about that. I'm not comfortable talking about that. I don't want to talk about that. Please don't ask me about that because I'm not okay talking about it. Or I'm not ready to talk about it with you yet. Stop sharing your personal lives with everyone in your circle if you're not okay with it. You need to assess who your confidants are and ask yourself if he or she is trustworthy as you think they are. Only that question, only the answer to that question is going to enable you, is going to make it clear for you if you are in the right hands. Because 10 years to come, you could fall out. And you don't know what people are holding against you. And something that you talked 10 years ago might be brought up later on in life. It might damage your self-image, it might damage who you are as a person. If you are a creator like I am, it might damage your brand. So be careful who you think is your friend. The next one, resist. Please, please, please. At this point, I'm begging you guys, resist to share on your socials. I'm gonna give you a hack that I use as a person, and it has helped me for the last 1 year. Every time I want to share so bad, an experience I had, and this is an experience I treasure so much as a person, and somehow I don't want everybody to be involved in it. I don't want people to know about this. I take a pause. I literally ask myself, why do I want to share this so bad? And it comes down to, I either want someone to feel jealousy, I either want to, it's some sort of revenge, I want validation of some sort, I want to feel congratulated, I want to feel celebrated, I want to feel applauded, I want to feel somewhat loved, etc, etc. I always have my notebook with me. So at that point, I'm writing things down. I am noting everything down. And I ask myself, how can I fill the void? How can I fill that part that feels less fulfilled and it wants the validation from outside? And that has held me so grounded. I go to places nowadays, I do things people don't have to know. I'm not perfect, but that is one hack that has helped me so much, and I wish you would do the same. Why are you showing us what you ate? Why are you showing us who you were with? Why are you showing us how your bed looks? If truly, genuinely, you want to inspire people, maybe on the best bedding to have, or how to make their beds, or the best headboard, or something like that. But if you want to show people how perfect your life is, yet you are depressed, yet you are dealing with anxiety, yet you are unhappy, you need to rethink that. The next time you're thinking of posting something like, I can't wait to, last night was, stop. Why do you want people to be in that business? That is your personal business. Strangers that you don't know what energy they are connected to. Why do you want them in your personal business? And after you ask yourself all these questions, if you still feel like it is valid for you to post, I want you to go ahead and post. The next thing on how you are going to be able to keep your life private is stay behind cameras. And especially as creators, we want to take our cameras even to the washrooms. Why do we want to do that? Why do we do that? Why do we want to show people our thighs? Why do we want to show people when we are having an intimate thing with our partners? Why are we showing people intimate parts of our lives? How about rather than capturing the moment only to relive it later on, just leave it now? When you're going to a perfect dinner with your special other, put your camera away. Enjoy that moment. Be fully present in that moment. Experience every bit of your conversations, of your moments together. Take pictures and don't share them with us. Let that be between you and your partner, you and your parents, you and your family. I see people sharing very intimate moments and I ask myself, what is it that they are after? What is it that they are looking forward to get after this? Why are they sharing with us themselves while praying? Why? That's supposed to be your time with your God. You prepare, you meditate, you get into the mood, and then you've set your camera. You've set your camera literally to record you while praying. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? I'm not saying that's wrong. I don't know, but personally, I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. Why are you taking your camera to your bedroom? Some things. Come on, guys. Please, Miss on a Mission Gang, I don't want you to be this kind of people. And I'm not forcing you to be in a certain way. If at all you feel like you love Miss on a Mission, but this is not what you wouldn't want to do, please go ahead and do you. Stay behind the cameras. The next thing that can help you keep your private life private, and this one is the last one on our list, is wisely pick your partners. And in this case, I'm talking about your romantic partners. Do you know that men can also gossip and will actually gossip just like women? Please make no mistake when you're picking your romantic partners. Is he the kind that tells the boys everything that happens between you and him? Is he the kind that is gonna share your secrets? Things that you've told him about your past, maybe? Everything in that case? Can he even keep a secret in the first place? I want you to find these answers before things get intimate between the two of you. You don't want to make that mistake, honeys. Let me tell you. And when someone decides to damage you, with information that you've given them, they're gonna do it. I want you to start having conversations in person instead of texting. If and when you are having conversations over a text, don't text. It doesn't matter how long you've known them. It doesn't matter. Unless he's your husband, honey, don't do it. Some men are just wicked. Some men are just, it's like they have an evil spirit. So better be careful. Meet and sex talk all you want if that is all you want. But sending some things like your nudes, what are you even doing? Why are you sending nudes to someone? Why are you doing it? He's not even married to you. And in this era, I think we stopped doing this. I don't know, but are people still sending nudes? I've never sent nudes anyway, but are people still doing that? I feel like people we've had this more than enough, and now we should be aware. You shouldn't send your nudes to any man. Any man. I feel like even at this point, even if it's your husband, he can see you naked when he comes back home. Please, guys, don't do these things. Don't make a mistake of making the wrong choice of your partner. That's the end of the video. And did you know 68% of my viewers are not subscribed yet? How about you hit that subscription button right now and we cut that number at least by 20%. I am going to appreciate so much, my darlings, if you go ahead and hit that subscription button and make sure you engage with me. Tell me what else you think we can do to keep our lives private. Tell me if you loved this video, and also tell me what was your favorite point from this video. Until the next one, go out, be the best version of yourself that you have always wanted to be, and take care of yourselves. We're gonna see each other in the next one.